Alright, let's do this. There we go. Back to do some development, not just gameplay. Today we are gonna be working on CRETE from the behind the scenes a bit. I have many things to do, of course, but I already got a couple of ideas of how to, what to show today, and I think it's gonna be related with the combat system and polishing different things, smashing some bugs here and there, improving animations, improving the feel of the game and how I approach this. Again, I don't have any script, I don't have anything prepared, I'm gonna just work, but I just can tell you that this is gonna be combat design related. I'm gonna start with something. Again, this is the staging level. Here is where I have all the mutations, modifications, one guy there waiting for nothing. So a place where easily you can test features here and there, like all this stuff. And anyway, so the plan is gonna be to work in the shield. The reason of this is because the way I want to do the animation in the shield, I want that to be replicated but also predicted. I don't want to wait to see the entire animation, which it has been a bit complicated because different issues, but also apologies for the lags. Is Unreal on editor is really stupid. Yeah, it's a bit laggy. Anyway, it's just the editor. So also let me see. Oh no, I don't want to repeat this song forever. Okay. So let's investigate the shield. And also to decrease some stuff so we don't die. That should be okay, at least for the stream. So I'm gonna start with the blocking, and I already brought a lot of stuff here. Basically what I'm doing now is to send an event to the child actor, which is the shield, and that happens right here, the shield master. I'm experimenting at this moment. One of the things I noticed is the problem of executing this on server is you won't see the animation until this is a rep notified fires later. And the problem of this is you don't see this on client straight away, and you want somehow to see this instantly. Which, in order to predict this, ideally you want to do this in the game ability system. The problem is out the box, game ability system doesn't do animations of other skeletal meshes. There are ways, but not very easy at this moment. So I was investigating with different ways, but obviously Play Montage is not ready to do this prediction. So right now I'm thinking options. The easy one is to, rather than call this in as a multicast, as is happening right now. Sorry, as where I am here, as a server that later does a multicast. I think. Oh, I'm gonna change this song. Yeah, I think this is the best one. What if I do this here? Yeah, I want to remove the loop. Let's see, okay. Okay, so I got this multicast here, and this is fired because of this. So one option to experiment, but I'm not completely sure if it's gonna work, it is to run this on owning client. Then let's do this a normal replicate, so we don't fire this 2 times. And from here I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna put this like this. This is basically animation one direction and the other. So the first thing we are gonna test is obviously on listen server, which should work because it's the owning client. That's not a problem. Now when you're a client is where can be a bit of annoying. So yeah, this works as expected. Okay, now the question is, as a client, what is the current situation? One of the things on network in combat is that you need to be responsive, and you don't want the server to confirm that. So okay, this is client. I just see a different problem, but not a... I think this is due to... What really matters here, let's do first without... Oh, I have this in bad. Let's put this... Let's don't simulate network conditions. So we play as client, but without saturating the network. Let's say like something like between 20 and 50 ping milliseconds. So we still client. Yeah, this is expected. Now, because I'm running this on owning client, this is the interesting part, and here's where I need to think, because what hash authority does is like yeah, I need to think. So this is the owning client, so this is not gonna be yet replicated. I think so. I can check. That's the best way of knowing. I'm gonna put a I am here. Oh, so that I am is gonna tell me what is going on. A part of that sheet there. That's interesting because says server client, but I don't believe it. The reason why I don't believe it, if I play as listen server and I have two second client, let's try that. And now I'm gonna put the second client here. Of course, texture are broken now. I didn't expect less. Okay, so if I go this here and I take this, which this is the listen server basically. I'm gonna put my guy here. Yeah, this is the interesting part. When I do this as a server, I just see my I am only as a server. But when I do as a client, it's gonna say server client. So let me think. When I'm server, I'm not replicating that to the client. That's kind of interesting. So when I'm server, if I'm a listen server here, I put 1. And if I buy this, it's only server. It's only server. Why? Because the owning client is that's the interesting part. When owning client is replicated to owning client if server. Correct. But if it's not server, it's just vice versa. That's the part that I'm struggling right now. Why on server? And the thing is, I don't want to wait. And the problem is, if I do multicast, I believe this is gonna be called 2 times. One server, one client, and the animation